Hello everyone, Ember here, and welcome back to a new video. In this one, I'd like to take a look at some great new set news that we've had. So, we can confirm that the set names Black Bolt and White Flare will indeed be sets releasing on June 6th over in Japan. So, these dual sets will feature cards of all 156 Unova Pokemon. Probably pronouncing that name wrong, but hey ho. As previously speculated, the sets will be headlined by Reshiram and Zekrom, of course. Black Belt not Black Belt, Black Bolt. Although I'm sure Zekrom can use Kung Fu, of course. But yeah, Black Bolt will be, of course, Zekrom, White Flare, referring to Reshiram. And the deck boxes and card sleeves will feature them as well, of course. However, both sets will be enhanced expansion pack sets like Pokemon Card 151, and they will have mirror holofoil cards, which we call reverse holos in English. It's currently unclear if these sets will be in the same vein as 151, but for Generation 5. So, what that basically just means is we might see these sets basically combined into a special set in the West, as opposed to, a regular set with, booster boxes and all the rest of it. It might just be, well, I'm sure 151 gets its own booster boxes, but you know what I mean. Basically, like a main set versus a special set. But yeah, really cool to see, to be honest, that we're getting all 156 Unova Pokemon. So, if there's any Pokemon in this generation that you're like a massive fan of, then of course this will be great news because, each and every one of them is guaranteed for this set, which is cool. So yeah, a Black Bolt and White Flare card file set will also release alongside the set on June 5th, and it will contain a binder, a Victini promo, and packs of the set. So the fact that we're getting a Victini promo, I think, speaks volume to the fact that we might not actually get a Victini EX. Now, this is, of course, just my own personal speculation, but I guess we could get a Victini EX as well as a promo. But yeah, interesting, though, that we're getting a Victini promo because we've had plenty of them in the past. But yeah, we first discovered these sets trademarks in September. I didn't make a video on this because I just felt it was kind of inconsequential and it was just so far off the release date. But yeah, and speculated they would release in June based on the timing of past trademark reveals. So yeah, Pokebeach, very accurate. But yeah, it's unclear actually why the TCG will be advertising Unova when Legends ZA is on the horizon, which is like the next big main Pokemon game, I suppose. There are no indications of any sets advertising Kalos, which is what this is based on, Zygarde, which is supposed to be featured, or ZA in the first half of 2025. And we'll have a look at the like all the stuff that's supposed to be coming out in the first half of 2025 shortly. But yeah, it is interesting that they are like pushing, I guess, Gen 5 before Gen 6. But I suppose you could view it as like a lead up to Gen 6. Like they push Gen 5 and then we see like all the Gen 6 stuff revealed and the Gen 6 game. So we might not actually get a Gen 5 game, like we might not actually get Black and White remakes. But it's just like some food for thought and some speculation. But yeah, it's also strange to focus specifically on Unova when there's no other sets in 2025 has any kind of generational theme. Well, I guess like the glory of Team Rocket will be generational in a way because like a lot of Team Rocket is associated with Gen 1. So, I'm kind of skeptical on this statement, but I suppose it is like a bit unusual that we're getting an entire generation of Gen 5 when, they could have done like Gen 2, after doing 151, then do Gen 3 the next year, then Gen 4, then Gen 5. But, interesting though. So perhaps Game Freak will release Black and White remakes in the summer and follow up with Legends ZA in the fall, potentially. This is, of course, speculation. So yeah, no concrete speculation, but it's no concrete news, I guess, but it's just speculation for now. But yeah, we also I also did a video talking about this, but there is an article on why the TCG was hinting at a later release for Legends ZA next year. And to be honest, I think this just makes sense, market the game around Christmas time when everyone's out shopping and things. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. But yeah, December 6th is when we're getting Trasto Festival, or I should say Japan is, featuring Eevee and its evolutions as Terra Pokemon EX. This will be Japan's annual high class pack set. And then, like a month or so later, basically, we are getting Prismatic Evolutions, which is like the big Eevee set that's coming out. Then January 24th, we'll see the release of Battle Partners, featuring the return of Owner's Pokemon mechanic. So a month before this, and maybe a bit sooner actually, we'll probably see some card reveals actually for Battle Partners, either, well, next week actually, or like in the coming weeks at the very least. So we'll probably start to see a lot of card reveals for this over the break in winter. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Also, February 21st, we'll see two decks named Starter Set EX Stevens, Beldum, and Metagross EX, and Starter Set EX Marnie's, Morpeko, and Grimmsnarl EX. These were the decks that kind of fueled speculation there could be the return of the tag teams mechanic, but I think it's been like softly confirmed that that's not the case, and instead we're getting Stevens Beldum plus Stevens Metagross EX, and that was like too much for a deck title, I guess, so they changed it. But yeah, we have already seen Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, so probably see Marnie's Morpeko. But yeah, March 14th, we'll see the release of Heatwave Arena featuring Cynthia's Garchomp EX. Personally, very excited for this. And April 18th will feature the Glory of Team Rocket featuring Rocket's Mewtwo EX. And in May, there will be no May sets in 2023, 2024, and now 2025. So yeah, they hate May for some reason. But June 6th, we'll release Black Bolt and White Flare featuring all 156 and over Pokemon. If I had to take a stab, I think Rotation will be shortly after this actually releases in Japan. We should also see a main set in the West actually releasing around this time. So I'm wondering actually if we don't get the Glory of Team Rocket before Rotation, and what we actually get is a Battle Partners combined with Heatwave Arena, and that's like the main set that we get. Like that's the next major set in 2025. That's just, of course, my own speculation, nothing concrete again, but you know, just fun to theorize about these things because honestly, it's a lot of cool stuff, and I'm very excited for the Team Rocket set, even though it's probably going to be like shameless Gen 1 pandering like 151 was, but you know, it's a lot of cool Pokemon, so I'm excited. I'm also very excited for these. You know, we have seen a lot of these Pokemon fairly recently be prevalent in the TCG, so I guess it's like not as exciting. Like we've seen Genesect in Genesect and Mew VMAX as a deck. You know, we have seen these in tag team form that were pretty, well, they weren't great, but they were interesting. Like Reshiram was a good tag team. And then we've seen like the likes of Virizion as a future Pokemon. So really, I hope these guys, the three weather Pokemon, they kind of look like that one enemy from Super Mario Bros. You know, the one enemy that like throws shells at you. But yeah, anyway, off topic. But yeah, hopefully we get EXs for them. But yeah, some fun news overall. You know, let me know what you think down below. It's been our power. And yeah, thank you for watching.